What's up, everybody? Good morning, millionaires. Y'all ready? Um, Hopefully, I'm doing all of this the right way. I think we in the house. Okay. All right. Still trying out this thing, man, where we are.
Entry
Okay.
and exit tones are off.
All right, there we go. We on LinkedIn too. All right. Good morning, millionaires. Let's get it. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach. Our whole goal is helping you move further, faster, with less effort as it relates to your business. So I hope you feel really good this morning. I hope you are feeling powerful. Um, every single day, man, we're dedicated to the same cause. Ain't nothing changed with us. So if you have a business, you're in the right place. If you're somebody who takes entrepreneurship real serious, I want you to know we right there with you. Like we want you to win real bad. You know what I mean? And so to that end, what we do every single Monday is we focus on mindset because I believe you have to be more before you'll do more before you can have more. Mindset to me is 80% of it, but because nobody wants to get only 80% across a lake, you hear me? On Tuesdays, what we focus on is sales skills because you need some skill set to go with all that mindset. You know what I mean? You still need to know what you're doing. Don't nobody want you to be real hyped up, and you're a brain surgeon, but you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Or nobody wants to hear how you just did some affirmations and you about to fly this plane, but you never been to flight school. We want to know you got some skills. Matter of fact, if I was to ask you, your favorite relative you love is sick, and you got the choice of one doctor who has a real good attitude and no training, and another doctor who is kind of an a-hole, but he has some skills, chances are you want to go with the a-hole. So all this stuff is cool about, being a nice person and making sure we want to do that, right? Because we're supposed to be living examples of God's grace and light. So cool, that's established. But check it out. What you need is some skills, baby. So every Tuesday we focus on skills. Every Wednesday is all about marketing. Every Wednesday we focus on how to make yourself more magnetic in different ways. Like this past Wednesday we did hashtags, and that was super dope. And then every Friday, y'all, is free coaching Friday. So I hope you're excited for today. We got some real good questions in this morning, but first I want to holler at you, man. Like, let them know where you coming in from. Check your rep your city. You know what I mean? Rep your city. Let them know you in the house. What's up, Daryl? Glad you made it in this morning. What's up, Tammy? Glad you're here. What's up, Yuli? Let's go, Kay. Good morning, technician. Share this with an entrepreneur. Let's get it, Kay. Yeah. Let Dr. A know, Kay. What's up, Mark? Glad you made it in this morning. Miss Mandy in the house. So we're gonna get this party started. Obviously, every single Friday, we call it free coaching 5 day because we also kind of like take 5 questions. We'll let you put questions in the comments. You can unmute yourself if you're on the phone line, and you can put in questions that way. But another real cool way you can submit your questions every single week is you can respond to the newsletter. You can respond to the newsletter. If you've never enrolled or if you've never gotten one of our newsletters, I highly suggest it. I've heard over and over again, it's the best thing in your email every week. You get so much stuff that's like annoying and boring. We try to make these newsletters really cool. Like this next newsletter is about to have this crazy optical illusion in it that's going to blow your mind. Like it's wild. So if you've never enrolled for the newsletter, this is your official invitation. Go to millionaireminded.com. Let them know you in the house. And what we will do is uh, send you out the world's best newsletter once a week, 3:30 p.m. This week it's actually coming out today. So this is a good time for you to enroll for the newsletter because it's coming out today, since obviously these next couple Mondays are a holiday. So go to millionaireminded.com. I don't care if you're watching from Instagram right now or if you are rocking with us on LinkedIn or maybe you're rocking on YouTube. Regardless of where you are, baby, it's Free Coaching Friday. So I hope you're ready for this. You might want to take notes. I have a feeling that you're going to get something cool out of this. That is my wish for you. and let's go ahead and get this party started. All right, so the first question that we got today was actually from an attorney. I love the fact that so many different types of entrepreneurs tune into these trainings. I think that's super dope. Well, this person was like, yo, so many of my fellow lawyers, I tell about your trainings, especially the sales tips, but a lot of them don't think they have to sell. It feels to me like they almost look down on sales. What would you say to that? Man, I thought this was such an incredible question. I thought this is such a thought-provoking, amazing question. Because do you know that if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you perform any kind of service, I don't care if you're a dentist, I don't care if you are, listen, any kind of service provider, your professional training kind of misled you. I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you this, but your professional training kind of threw you off, man, because what they convince you to do is believe that just because you're really good, that people are just going to come. Kind of like if you build it, they'll come. We've all heard that, right? Check this out. Having really good skills will help you survive, but you ain't going to thrive until you embrace the fact that you got to do sales and marketing. You have to get good at sales and marketing. The real success ain't going to come until you embrace the fact that you need to master this new skill. Millionaires, sales is one of the most noble professions that you can be in. You understand that? Like you are a warrior of light if you're selling solutions out here. If you're helping people get over their internal crap that's keeping them stuck in the same place, and you know you have a solution that can help them, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's an idea, you hear me? Sales is one of the most, if not the most noble profession there is. This cat they called Jesus was a salesman. If you're talking about Noah, Moses, these are salespeople. If you talk about famous people through our contemporary history, just name somebody, and I'll explain to you how they were actually in sales. And what I need you to leave here understanding, and please type this in the comments if you feel me right now, sales is a skill. Somebody give it to me. Sales is a skill. That's the best news I got for you this morning, especially if you're really horrible at it, especially if you kind of hate it. I want you to write this in the comments, and I want you to believe it in the core of your being. Check it out. I'm going to give it to you one more time. This is a jewel. Sales is a skill. And you know what makes skills so powerful? Because unlike a talent, unlike something you were born with, right? The thing about a skill is that you can master any skill. You can be better than 80% of the world at any skill if you'll just put 100 hours into it. Not 10,000 hours. I'm talking about 100 hours of uninterrupted study. 100 hours. If that's an hour a day for 100 days straight, if that's 30 minutes a day, 200 days straight, I'm trying to give you a skill just takes focus and dedication. You can master anything. I'm talking about you can master juggling, you can master magic tricks, you can master cards sharp, you can master playing pool, you can master a video game, or you can master something that has the ability to make you rich. What I'm trying to tell you is sales can do that. So somebody were watching me and and I had the gift of influence over their lives, and they happen to be a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, any of these services that tend to look down on salespeople. I would nudge them and I would say, hey man, we just alike. We more alike than you think. And what's gonna help you is understanding that's possible, baby. Somebody say sales is a skill. Sales is a skill. That's right. Sales is a skill. Let's go. Sales is a skill. That's exactly it, Technisha. Somebody give it to me if you feel me. Somebody say sales is a skill and then share this with an entrepreneur. Share this with a Facebook group. Share this with one of your friends on Instagram. Sales is a skill. Yeah, Chanel. Let them know. Sales is a skill. Let's get it. Let's get it, Miss Mandy. That's exactly right. It don't matter what you're doing. You got to sell yourself. Miss Mandy, if you're listening in on the phone line, she was like, if you're a parent standing up for your kid at school, you got to sell yourself. You have to, yo, I don't know how many of us understand that famous colonizer, Christopher Columbus, he was actually an insanely good salesperson. I don't know how many of us think about Martin Luther King as, as being in sales, but he was an insanely good salesperson. I'm gonna tell you something else. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, these were some of the first media influencers. You hear what I'm saying to you? Like the reason Gandhi would do a hunger strike is because he wanted the world's attention. And he wanted to draw all the world's media to this idea that they were being oppressed by the British. Y'all remember the story of Gandhi? Anybody know their history? When you talk about Martin Luther King, he would slow up having certain incidents that he knew would be incendiary because there wasn't enough media out there. Matter of fact, if you watch the Selma movie, there's a scene where they dramatize. He's got everybody gathered. They're about to cross that bridge, right? And he's like, nah, not today. Not today. Everybody was mad at him. But then, it happened a little while later. All the media happened to be there. It became a worldwide disgusting. I mean, the world recoiled in horror. And then obviously the rest is history, literally. Like things began to change. Wheels of justice, even though turning slowly, they started to turn a little bit quicker thanks to Martin Luther King's sales and marketing skills. I hope I'm making sense. People know Christopher Columbus to just be a disease-spreading colonizer. You think of Christopher Columbus, you think of this bloated, lame, moron who just came to rape all of these Native Americans, and all that might be true. You just think of him as this bloodthirsty colonizer, and all of that. I give you that. But check this out. Check this out. Christopher Columbus was also a master salesperson. You got to think about it. He was selling to somebody into somewhere nobody had ever seen, right? At the same time, he had no skills. He had to work himself into the deal. He'd never been an admiral before. He said, "Yo, make me an admiral. Matter of fact, any lands I bring, make me the governor." You know what I mean? And what he did was he leveraged the fact that Islam was spreading so quickly to tell the king and the queen, "Yo, if you want to get Christianity out here, we better be the first one of some of these new lands. We need to get to India. We need a different route to India because it wasn't even new lands. You guys know this stuff. But what I'm saying is, he was a master salesman. This Columbus Day, I'm gonna do it again. Normally on Columbus Day, I do a whole training on Christopher Columbus. This wild stuff. I guarantee you don't know about this cat. But anyway, that was a long answer. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. That's how I would play it as it relates to somebody in service who doesn't believe in themselves. Okay. Second question of the day, number two. Give me a number two and a share if you're ready for the second one. Second question of the day. Let's go. Let's go if y'all are ready. And don't forget, man, if you're wondering where we get the questions from, it's real easy. It's real easy. All you have to do is join a newsletter. You can send in your questions there. That way you can stay anonymous. Because I know everybody doesn't want everybody to know, even though I don't know why. Because you don't judge a man by the answers, you judge a man by the questions. You judge a woman by the questions they ask. I was talking to some of my mentees yesterday, trying to get them to understand the power of questions, right? And I asked them, yo, in a job interview, who has the power? Because I know you think all the power is in having the answers. But in your last job interview, who had all the power? The one that was asking the questions or the one that was answering the questions? Somebody said in the comments, the asker has the power. The asker has the power. That's real important for you to note it. You should write that in your notes and type it in the comments if you feel me. The asker has the power. The asker has all the power. The asker has all the power. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The asker has all the power. It's a fact. The asker has all the power. Y'all ready? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. The asker has all the power. The asker has all the power. That's right. The asker has all the power. I really want you to understand that. Amateurs learn what to say. Professionals learn what to ask. That might be another way to put it. Maybe you want to type that in your maybe you want to write that in your notes. Amateurs learn what to say. Professionals learn what to ask. Amateurs learn what to say. Professionals learn what to ask. All right, here's the second question. You always say sales training doesn't work. but you're a sales trainer. Make it make sense. I thought that was hilarious. uh, so when I say sales training doesn't work, first of all, I'm talking about most sales training, not the kid, you know. And what I mean by that is, first of all, it's the who, and then you also got the what, right? The two reasons most sales training don't work to me. It's the who and the what. So first of all, let's talk about the who. Listen, millionaire. I don't care if you're a business owner. I don't care if you're an attorney. I don't care if you're a dentist, right? It doesn't matter. If you're gonna be successful, you got to learn how to sell. We just now established that, right? When you have the natural, psychological, and emotional skill sets to sell, or you don't, you got to learn it. That's why I wanted to make sure we all recognize, as the millionaire minded, that sales is a skill. But check it out. With that said, there are some people that you shouldn't be bringing onto your squad. You know what I mean? You bringing them onto your squad, and check it out. I'm it's almost like if I got a 265-pound lineman for all the fellas out there that understand, and ladies out there that understand football. If I got this 265 offensive lineman, he's all his job is to protect the quarterback, right? Big dude. That's what the lineman does. For those that don't know football, yo, I'm wilding trying to train him to be a wide receiver. That's the guy that has to run real fast down towards the end zone, run routes so that the quarterback can catch him, while the defense is slipping. Right? I need somebody can run real fast. I'm wilding if I'm trying to train somebody who's built like a lineman to be my wide receiver. That's crazy. What am I saying? I'm saying you can take all the coaching, you can take all the motivation, you can take all the practice, and it's still going to be difficult trying to make somebody into something that they ain't. Check it out. Millionaires. Why am I saying all of this? Because you have the choice to speak with people who are suited for the position you need. You have that choice. You get me? Let me see it in the comments, y'all. If I sell high heel shoes, who is the easiest one to sell to? The person who has 20 pairs of high heels already, or the person that has one pair of high heels? What y'all think? Let me see it in the comments. What's easier for me to sell to? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with most of your business. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with most of your businesses. Is it easier for me to sell this pair of high heel shoes to the lady who got 20 pairs, or to the lady who only has one pair? Who's gonna be the easiest to sell to, y'all? Of course, Technisha. Of course, Kay. Of course, Daryl. Of course, Charmalyn. Of course, Chanel. It's gonna be the late. Listen, people that buy is gonna keep on buying. You hear what I'm saying to you? It's much easier. Come on, Michael Douglas. Let's go. Let's go. So the reason I'm sharing that with you is because there's a difference between needers and wanters. You might think this lady that has no shoes, she really needs it, but you're gonna have a hard road to hoe, baby. You want to go with the people that are leaders, not the ones that are needers. If I'm selling nutritional supplements, is one of my favorite examples. It's like, and this cat is obese, and I'm trying to get him to work out and all of that. It don't matter if I show up with my personal trainer and do a three-way. He don't want to work out. Now, you know who I can sell my nutritional supplements to? That cat across the office who works out every day and don't what? Need it. But he's already leading himself to the gym. Somebody say leaders are greater than needers. Leaders, and then put the greater than sign, needers. Leaders over needers, y'all. Leaders over needers. I need you to start looking up. I need you to keep your head to the sky. I need you to start building your I need you to understand you don't have to know everything to talk to somebody who you see is bigger than you. I need you to understand that there are techniques you can use. It's a skill. And if you don't know, then ask. But stop downing yourself. Stop being like, only one I want to go to with my stuff is a person that needs it. And then you expect them that have been broke their whole life to get busy with you and become Richard Branson overnight. That's ridiculous. If you want something done, ask a busy person. You're supposed to be talking to the one that's busy, not having it in your mind, they too busy. Am I making sense? There's something called inertia in physics, where the object at rest tends to stay at rest. The object in motion tends to stay in motion. I dare you start adjusting who you talk to. I dare you. And so that who is the first reason most sales training don't work. It's because you bringing me alignment and expecting me to turn them into a wide receiver. If I'm making sense to you, right? But it's also the what. Most of what you think of as sales training is really somebody doing motivational speaking. Somebody give it to me in the comments. You can't learn to ride a bike at a seminar. You can't learn to ride a bike at a seminar. Only way you can learn to ride a bike is you 6 years old, man. You get on that thing and you fall off, and you fall off a dozen more times, right? Then you get on and you ride into a ditch. Then you get back on and you crash into a telephone pole. Anybody ever rode a bike? Anybody ever rode a bike? Somebody know what I'm talking about? Somebody got to film me, right? Check it out. You can't give somebody a video or a podcast or a seminar or send them to go watch a webinar, send them to read a book, and think suddenly they're going to be good at sales. That's what most of these sales trainers is like. Nah, they need ongoing reinforcement. That's why we created the Kaizen Academy. The Kaizen Academy has a built-in accountability community where we're holding. See, because if there's no reinforcement, I'm talking about daily. You know, the way we're here every single morning, it's because every day, if you're in the profession where you can grow through sales, if you can grow through collecting more checks, if you're in a profession where there's no cap on your salary other than your own imagination and your ability to bring the money in, millionaires, every day you should be practicing your skill. And if you ain't practicing daily, there's going to be a regression. You're going to start moving backwards. So most of this stuff fails because there's none of the necessary reinforcement. Also, there's the accountability factor, right? There's no ongoing role playing back at the home office. You hear me? It's all give them a shot in the arm, rah, 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 let's go, right? And then they go back home and turn on the TV. And that's why I say it doesn't work. I hope that was helpful. Was that helpful? Am I losing y'all? All right, all right, all right. I hope I ain't going too fast. All right, question number 3, so we can keep this party going. Question number 3. All right, I have big issues getting appointments. What should I do? First of all, I want to applaud you for understanding that that's many times the first sale you need to make. Sometimes we jump too quick into getting them to write the check or swipe the credit card or type their credit card into the, you know what I mean? Many times the first sale needs to be getting an appointment, y'all. You hear me talk about the 6 levels of communication many of you have, where, you know, inboxing and all that is the lowest level, all the way up to level 6, which is breaking bread with them in person. Well, you know, that's the whole purpose. You're trying to move up that communication ladder. You need to be building easier rapport by getting better communication going. So I love the fact you're trying to sell them on an appointment, right? Because at least that's getting them from the inbox onto a Zoom or getting them from the inbox up to the Starbucks. So that's beautiful, first of all. I want to applaud you. Good job. But check it out. If you're having issues getting appointments, a lot of times it's the mindset and the words that are slowing you down. It's the mindset and the words, right? So here's a way that you can talk to friends, you can talk to family, and still feel great. If you're ready, say ready. Give me ready in the comments, and I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Come on, Instagram. Let's go, Ruben. Let's go, itty bitty MJ. Let's go, Nisha. Let's go. What's up, Destiny? Let's get it. Mama Miller in the house. Let's get it, Ruben. All right. Somebody give it to me. Somebody give it to me. If you're ready, say ready. Say ready. I'm gonna give you the exact script. I'm gonna give you the exact script. Let's go. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to use. Okay, Yuli ready. Chanel ready. Let's get it. Let's get it. Jasmine ready. Let's go, Kay. Let's go, Chanel. All right. Okay, Michael Douglas. All right. So here's how I will play it. Here's how I will play it. All right. Hold up. So here's how I would play it, right? I would be like, yo, and you can say this in your own ways, but basically what you're saying is, yo, I'm perfectly comfortable whether you want to do this or not. I want you to know that off top. Like I'm perfectly comfortable with your decision to look at my thing or not. But I was uncomfortable not asking you if you wanted to look, and now making you think I ain't care. So one more time. Yo, I'm perfectly comfortable with your decision to rock with me or not. Now what are their shoulders gonna do? Like, oh, oof, right? They can relax and now they can listen instead of sitting there thinking about how they was gonna get out of buying something. So you started off like, yo, just so you know, I'm perfectly comfortable with your decision, whether you want to rock with me or not. I just was uncomfortable not talking to you about it and having you think I ain't care. See, that last part, having you think I ain't care, it gives you the reason why you called me. I didn't want to sell you, but I ain't want you to think I ain't care. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? It's that last part, having you think I ain't care. Everybody with me? Type that in. Having you think I ain't care. Yeah, yeah, let's go, Technician. That's it. You should screenshot that, y'all. Yo, I'm perfectly comfortable if you want to rock with me or not. I was just uncomfortable not asking you, you know, and having you think I ain't care. Everybody with me? Good job, good job, good job. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jasmine knows she be typing in patois. All right. Question number four. Question number four. Um, Somebody asked me, yo, how can I make my presentations more effective? How can I make my presentations more effective? All right. So to be able to answer this, yeah, that was cold, right, Chanel? That's cold, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly right, Dr. Marilyn. Let's go. Let's go. And that's gonna work for your nutritional products and wellness services, Dr. Marilyn, just like that works for credit repair. Just like that works for a business opportunity. Just like that works for, it could be anything. All right, how can I make my presentations more effective? All right, so here's what you need to know. The brain be busy, y'all. The brain be busy. The human brain is only giving us 0.0000065% of the data that's around us at all times. We got audio coming in, we got visual, we got all five senses. It's all broken down in electrons. It's insane. It's insane. The brain is like, yo, I'm overwhelmed. I can only take a sliver at a time. You got me? So most of the stuff goes by. Anybody out there ever taken a road trip? If you've ever taken a road trip, you know what I mean. You start to get hypnotized by the road. Everything looks the same. The way Seth Godin puts it, this famous marketer and marketing trainer, he's like, but you would immediately notice a purple cow. As a matter of fact, you would tell your friends about the purple cow. You wouldn't be able to, I mean, you'd be like, oh, snap, what was that? Right? A purple cow. So what we're saying is the human brain looks for what's different, right? It looks for what's different. So to make our presentations more effective, you got to do something different. Like let's say you're selling credit repair and you're at a business lunch, something like that, and everybody gets a minute to talk about what they do. You could do what everybody else is doing, or you could say, hey, everybody reach in your pocket and see how much cash you got. Don't show nobody next to you, but just see how much cash you got in your pocket. And then you got everybody moving. You're already selling it. You already got them under your power because they're doing stuff, right? But also you standing out from everybody. And then maybe you say, you know, now they just came out with a study that said if you have less than a 650 credit score, on average, you're losing about $500 a month. You're spending about $500 a month that you don't have to. In other words, y'all, just having good credit can put $500 a month back in your pocket. And then you pull out $500 bills, right? And you say, hey, if you want this back in your pocket every month, come speak with me so we can give you a quick consultation and see how much we can save you. See, the brain's going to remember that. It's different. Everybody got me? Everybody got me? Y'all catching that? I don't know if y'all with me. All right, we out of time anyway. If you catching that, drop some money bags. If you made some money being here on free coaching 5-day Friday, drop some money bags. Here's the last one. I have people who come to trainings and never do anything. What can I do? All right. So once again, Since the brain learns from stories, I tell you a story. Um, I had a homie that was doing a personality type training every single weekend for like a couple of years, right? It would be from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, and a whole bunch of people that would show up that would be different. But it was this one group that would come every single week. And he was like, "Man, this is so crazy. It's the same training every week. Why are they back every single time?" Well, it turns out he talked to them, and they didn't want to go out and actually talk to people. They didn't want to risk rejection. I mean, can you imagine? They want the freedom of being able to ride the bike and had a wind blowing through their hair and all that, right? Had a wind on their face and all of that, but they fear falling off the bike enough to learn, right? Can you imagine? They can't bear the idea they might actually have to crash into a telephone pole. They cannot bear the idea that even though they're wearing knee pads, elbow pads, and a helmet, that it might take a little bit of a bump before they can learn that all freedom comes from discipline. They can't bear the idea. It's a mindset thing, is my point. It's a mindset thing. And one of the most important things that we can do is look at the stories we're telling ourselves, right? That's one of the most important stories, the story that we're telling ourselves, right? So when we tell ourselves a story where we are already in the future, looking back to today when we made this decision, when we decided what to do, can we tell ourselves a story like that? Absolutely, we can, right? Stories are the way humans love to learn. It imprints whatever it is on our minds. The neural pathways all line up. One story is worth a ton of facts. Everybody with me? Stories, man. So we're doing a free masterclass this upcoming week. We're going to do a free masterclass. Somebody say that in the comments. Free masterclass. Free masterclass. Doing a free masterclass on stories and how to tell better stories this upcoming week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you want more information on that, make sure you join the newsletter. All you do is go to millionaireminded.com and we'll send you information on that. The last question we'll take, this will be a bonus, and then we out of here because this was a really good one. Sorry it took so long. Sorry we ran over a little bit, but they were like, how do you change a limiting belief in a teammate? Y'all can come on over to Instagram now if you're ready. We're about to do our affirmations and stuff. But the last question we'll do is this is kind of a bonus. They were like, how do you change a limiting belief of a teammate? You talk about mindset all the time, Mr. Ali. I've got some things I'm dealing with where there are some beliefs that I feel are holding people back. So easiest way is experience. Easiest way is experience. Like you touch a stove, boom. Now you know the stove is hot. You believe it. Boom. It's easy. You didn't have to watch a TED talk. You didn't have to read a book, right? And what you got to understand is that talking to them is hard. It's hard to keep explaining the stove is hot. It's hard to explain what skin does when it blisters, right? So talking is hard. You can try to reprogram them. That's hard. Millionaires, what they need is an experience. So we could get them some quick wins. Somebody say quick wins equals belief. Quick wins equals belief. I want you to walk away with that point. Quick wins equals belief. That's a big deal. And then the other thing that I want you to think about a little bit is how you can also take them to events. This is the reason for events. When you go to an event, now instead of you hanging out with a bunch of relatives and a bunch of well-meaning but underachieving friends, right? The event, whether it's 5 hours or 2 or 3 days, now they see hundreds or thousands of people that all are on the same page as them, that all got similar dreams, and then they start looking at them and they're having experiences, right? They're looking at this person like, damn, they're pretty pathetic, and they're winning. Well, they're looking at this person and they're like, dang, they started off way worse than I'm starting off, and now they start to feel like it's possible. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Dang, he's an insurance adjuster. I'm an insurance adjuster. If he can do it, I can. Huh? You got to get your people to events. We got an incredible event coming up in February. If you want more information, inbox me about it. It's called Nove World. We're going to have a ball. You can go to noveworld.com or you can inbox me. It's going to be amazing. Here's your homework, man. Give somebody the gift of personal development. Millionaires, I don't care if it's an audio book or a written book. If you want one, inbox me. I got you. And like I said, I'm gonna do a free masterclass on stories next week. So be on the lookout for that. Hit up millionaireminded.com. We're gonna take it over there to Instagram, y'all. Signing off now from Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and all the other places we are broadcasting live right now, Twitter. Signing off from everywhere right now. And I'm reminding you that either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind. Come on over there to Instagram, Mr. Haziq Ali. Come join us over there on Instagram right now, Mr. Haziq Ali. And then what we're gonna do, y'all, is we're gonna do our affirmations together. I love y'all.